Today we're going to tackle how do we lose weight and weight loss and fat loss. So one of the most common things we're going to get as a trainer, and people ask this question, is how do I lose weight in my routine? So the first thing we want to be thinking about is adding as much daily movement and activity to this person's life as possible. So this is going to include sitting less, standing more, walking or riding a bike to work if that's available. And it's just really adding as much movement as you can to your day. When we think of weight loss, we need to have a greater burn than take in. So this will include diet aspects as well, but we're focusing more on the movement now and just getting you to burn more than you're taking in. So adding as much movement as you can is number one. Second thing is, once we get in the gym, which exercise do we choose? So we're going to steer more towards compound, big multi-joint exercises that involve a lot of muscles. Body was designed to move that way, and when we look at weight loss, the more muscles you use in a movement, the more you're going to burn. So this includes exercises like squats, deadlifts, jumping, and plyometric kind of stuff. Any exercise that's really going to leave you breathless is going to be what we're looking for here. So not stuff like bicep curls or bodybuilding, single joint, single muscle exercises. That's going to lead a little bit more towards muscle building, but if weight loss is the approach, we want to get out of that. We want to be in these really high intensity, breathless, sweating, leaving you feeling hot and sweaty. So that's two. The third thing is we're going to want to include some sprint-like, these interval style routines in. So if we look at the body of a sprinter versus a marathon runner, you'll see that a sprinter is going to hold much less body fat. They're going to be lean, muscular, and you'll see that a marathoner can be, they may have low body fat, but they're going to be real kind of like weak and frail looking. So strength training will help your fat loss, and you'll see the more muscle you have, the greater your resting metabolic rate will be. So it's going to come around and help us. So we want our athletes and our clients to be muscular and low body fat. So if we come over here to the board, we're just going to recap some of this stuff. So let's talk a little bit about anaerobic versus aerobic. Anaerobic is going to be when we get our client working at a really high intensity for 30 seconds to a minute, super hard, and then we're going to let them rest and recover. And then again, really work hard and run as fast as they can, or jump rope as fast as they can, or on the rowing machine, and then let them recover. We want to let them recover so that they work at this high peak and high intensity. If we just say, all right, go on the treadmill and run endlessly for 60 minutes, you'll see that the intensity is going to go down. You cannot maintain a high intensity. So we're favoring our routines a little bit more towards anaerobic than aerobic training. We covered breathless, we covered sprints. So sprinting, we're going to use a rowing machine, we can use an air bike. But once it gets warm outside, we love getting outside on the track and doing some sprints here. And a sprint is going to be like anything less than a mile is going to be a sprint. One of my favorite workouts would be run an all-out mile and see how fast you can do it. And that way you set a baseline if you're improving. High volume of daily movement. We covered that a little in the intro, but and let's talk about this in the gym as well. We're not going to be resting 2-3 minutes between sets like if we were training in a maximal strength zone or a bodybuilding zone. We want this person moving as much as they can in the routine. So there's going to be minimal rest. We're going to be doing jumping exercises if that's available, and just keeping them going. So we're looking to lose weight. Which think of leaving each session sweaty, breathless, feeling like you did a lot of work. If you follow these guidelines and you add this kind of routine into your training, you're going to see weight loss will come. That's it.